estimate how the traffic to a website changes after the launch of new advertising campaign. It also gives the number of visitors to the web page and also the number of page views to analyze the visitors' activity and the traffic flows. It gives the popularity trends, which is used as a tactical approach for the market research to collect and generate the reports. Importance to web analytics. Why is web analytics important? By using web analytics, one can track where your web traffic is coming from and also what kinds of blog posts and pages attract most traffic and at what date of the week is the busiest in terms of traffic and what kinds of keywords people are typing into search engines to arrive at your website. This kind of information is invaluable in helping you to maximize your online marketing and sales generation, but it leads to improve your user experience. It determines which kinds of content will best serve the needs of your online audience and also make decisions on the types of ebooks, online courses, podcasts, or additional information products which can offer. It pinpoints how best to spend your online marketing budget and also your ongoing search engine optimization efforts. You can identify the additional opportunities for more traffic which leads in target markets that can monitor the web traffic and also the user flow. It figures out the potential keywords for finding out the referring sources. Next is the web analytics process. The web analytics process focuses with the 7 key steps. Its objective is to optimize the website in order to provide the best user experience. The first one is which defines your most important goals and those of your most important web visitors. Next is to analyze the web traffic data which uncovers what's happening on your website and which identifies the gaps that are occurring on your website. Then it defines the gap which you need to close. You have to collect the correct and suitable data so that you can map out a plan to close the gap and measure the progress. To extract insights and analyze data, we have to act and execute the plan. Then we have to measure by which the gauge success using the web analytics. Next, we have to refine. Don't stop now. We have to raise the bar, set new goals, and keep climbing so that based on either data analysis or web testing, we can implement the best insights. This is the diagrammatic representation of the web analytics process. First, we have to define the goals. Define the goals means that you have the most important goals and we have to target the most important web visitors. Second, we have to build the KPIs. That is, we have to focus on what the gap we need to close and we have to collect the suitable data and generate that data and then we have to analyze what are these data which causes the traffic on the web pages and who are the visitors visiting the pages. And we have to provide the suitable test alternatives to measure the success using the web analytics. Then we have to refine by using the suitable web analytic processes and we have to provide the insights to be implemented. Why do we need web analytics? First, we have to measure and maximize the ROI. That means first we have to collect the web data from analytics which can be measured and analyzed in order to understand and optimize the web traffic and the usage. Here we have to cite in working so that not only these two things but it can be also used as a tool for market research and to improve the effectiveness of the website content. The next is it helps in targeting your marketing efforts better. It means that it gives the opportunity to view the data in many different ways. There are usually several standard reports to choose from that will show you how many people are coming to your site and what they are clicking on and if they are being converted into customers, Who will be able to customize these reports? The next is optimizing the conversions. That is, once you have built your custom report, usually that takes in couples of minutes, that or it provides all the information that you are looking for, which will be automatically be combined in one spot. Instead of muddling through loads of web analytics information, you have an immediate accessibility to everything you need. The next is save on customer support. It means by improving the efficiency, you can support your online support to dramatically reduce your offline cost. That is, its products would function best as loss leaders to attract the new customers. This diagram shows the basic steps of web analytics process. First, we have to collect the data, then we have to process the data to derive the informations, and by developing the keys, we have the performance indicators which strikes the traffic visitors, and by formulating the online strategy, we can implement the insights. First, it gives the objectives, then we have to measure the suitable strategies, and once the measurements are done, we have to set the suitable goals and satisfy that objectives. Next, we have to build the KPIs that is collected from the data and analyze the data to provide the test alternatives, and we have to implement the defined goals. The web intelligence group includes the marketing side, operations, management, e-commerce, and external agencies, which are considered as the central analytics group. Usually, the web analytics strategy deals with the business objectives, website goals, and provides the key performance indicators for developing the web matrices and also the data collection code and the custom tags that are used for defining the online goals, objectives, and standards for that particular organization. Examples, we can have a timestamp so that the bounce rate can be reduced and the average order value have been achieved to make and save money and to provide the market shares. There are two categories of web analytics. First one is offsite and the second is the on-site web analytics. Offsite web analytics is based on the open data analysis, social media exploration, and share of voices on web properties. It is usually used to understand how to market a site by identifying the keywords tagged to that site either from social media or from other websites. By using the HTTP referrer, web page owners will be able to trace which are the referrer sites that helps bring in traffic to their own site. The second one is on-site web analytics. There are no globally agreed definitions within the web analytics as the industry bodies have been trying to agree on definitions that are useful and definitive for some time. The two main bodies who have input in the area have been the IAB, that is the Interactive Advertising Bureau, and GISWebs, the Joint Industry Committee for Web Standards in UK. It is formally known as WAA, that is Web Analytics Association. In many terms are used in consistent ways for one major analytics tool to another, so that the following list based on the conventions can be useful starting point. That is bounce rate, click path, hit, page view, tagging, and the unique users. Web analytics data sources. These data sources comes from four sources, that is direct HTTP request data, network level server generated associated with data, and also the application level data sent with HTTP request and the external. Direct HTTP request data comes directly from HTTP request messages, that is the HTTP request headers. The network level and server generated data are not the part of HTTP request, but it is required for the successful request transmissions. For example, IP address of a requester. The third is the application level data that is generated and processed by the application level programs such as JavaScript, PHP, ASP.NET, including sessions and referrals. it can rather than the public web analytics services. The last is the external data, which can be combined with on-site data to help argument the website behavior that is described above to interpret the web pages. Examples: geographic regions and internet service providers, email open and click-through rates, and data types as needed. One of the main methods in web analytics is page tagging. It concerns about the accuracy of the log files in presence of caching and also led to the second data collection method that is called web bugs or the page tagging. In mid-1990s, web counters were commonly seen. These were images included in the web page that showed the number of times the image had been requested and also estimates the number of visits to that page. Its service also manages the process of assigning a cookie to the user, which can uniquely identify them during their visit and in the subsequent visit. Cookie acceptance rates vary significantly between the websites and may affect the quality of data that is collected and reported. Collecting website data, usually a third-party data collection server, which requires an additional DNS lookup by the user's computer to determine the IP addresses of the collection server. With the increasing popularity of Ajax-based solutions, an alternative to the use of one invisible image is to implement a callback to the server from the rendered page. Web analytics methods. The two problems is with cookies and the next one is the secure analytics metering methods. Problem with cookies. It was in 2005, some reports showed that 25% of internet users blocked third-party cookies and whereas 22% deleted them at least a month. It is used for the third-party cookies that is sent from the vendor's domain instead of domain of the website using the browsers. Cookies are used because IP addresses are not always unique to the users and may be shared by groups or proxies. The second method is called the secure analytics or the metering methods. Country service providers and their private networks prevent site-defined data from going to the third parties, so that the secure or metering method is involved to subject any network limitations and securities apply. These are some of the web analytics tools. These web analytics tools are used to predict and implement the insights to that organizations. Examples of web analytics tools are Google Analytics, ClickTail, Unica, Mint, Pivik, Perception, Score Matrices, Kit Matrices, Adobe Marketing Cloud. Thank you.